How many in here have either played a sport in the past or are currently playing one right now? Now, how many of you that just raised your hand have had a parent in the past that have played that same sport? So not very many. I'm sure the question to you has ever come if you have any genetic traits that have been passed down that have helped you with that sport in general. It's been in my mind a lot lately, especially with this TED Talk coming up. So I figured, why not do a TED Talk on it, because it's the perfect time. The question of genetics affecting athletes has been in my head for a while, and I'm still confused whether or not I agree that it does help the athletes or it doesn't to this day. So I'm going to let you decide what you think. I want to take a look at the factors surrounding genetics in athletes. Some major sport families come to mind when I think of this question, like the Mannings, for example. Archie Manning, the father of Eli and Peyton, had a very successful career as an NFL quarterback. And so the thought of these two having that natural football ability has came to my mind. He has the two sons, Peyton and Eli. He has a third son, Cooper Manning, but he was injured, so he didn't exactly make it to the NFL. But did they make it just because they're genetically better than everyone else? I don't think so, personally. Although their size, which they're both around 6'5", around 220 pounds, that does give them a natural advantage on everyone else versus the people who are smaller than them and don't have that natural body. I think they had to put in a lot of hard work in general to get to where they are. Although the genes from their parents did help them a lot. Another family was the Griffeys. I do play baseball, so this one has been a big impact on me. Ken Griffey Sr., who is right here, got drafted and also had a very successful career with the Seattle Mariners and a few other teams. And his son, Ken Griffey Jr., had a very successful career and is now in the Hall of Fame today. Ken Griffey Jr. didn't have the biggest frame ever. He was maybe 6'2", probably weighed about 200 pounds. So he didn't have that much of a natural advantage to everyone else. But growing up with being around his dad and baseball a lot, and being around other athletes who played all these sports definitely helped him get to where they are today. Obviously, all these guys had to put in a lot of work, so it's not just all genes, but obviously it helps. For people that have really had a big impact on me with this kind of question is Jose Altuve and Aaron Judge, both MLB players right now. Jose Altuve, as you can see right here, is only 5'6", weighs about 165 pounds. And he's still an all-star and has been for the past few years. So, obviously, as you can see, he doesn't have that great athletic body that has just been passed down from generation to generation to give him that natural advantage. So he has to put in a lot of hard work to get there, and is still one of the best and better than a lot of the people that have got there. Now, Aaron Judge, on the other hand, has been blessed with the body of 6'7", around 280 pounds. And that obviously can give him a natural advantage in basically any sport that he plays. But he chose baseball, and doing that, you're just naturally bigger arm span to do more things. So you just have a natural advantage in that situation. According to my research, genetics appear to have less influence over characteristics such as balance, agility, reaction, and hand-eye coordination, and other things along those lines. Some certain genes that can be passed down that can help you with athletic abilities are the ACTN3 and the ACE gene. These genes are scientifically proven to help athletes have better endurance during training and just during any kind of physical activity in general. If you have these genes, which most elite athletes I'm sure do have these genes, there's not much on that stuff. But if you do have these, training will just be easier because your muscles will be able to go through a lot more and they will just be able to take a lot more endurance or strength. A little information on these genes with young children and being able to test them is out currently, but people are still trying to figure that out on how to test whether your son or daughter can be good at certain sports or whether or not they're not meant to play sports because of their genes and just how their body physically works. So people and I can't really make an assumption on whether or not these truly do help young athletes, whether it's just old athletes that are currently playing and have grown through a lot of stages in their life. After lots of research, I believe genetics can have an impact on all athletes, whether or not it's a huge impact that can help you get to the pros, or whether it's just a little impact that can help you just get a little stronger or a little faster, little bits at a time. After all this, I'll let you decide whatever you want. Thank you.